Things you didn't know about the Susan Smith fake carjacking. If you are not familiar with this story, you didn't grow up in the 90s. On October 25th, 1994, Susan Lee Smith reported to police that her vehicle had been hijacked by a black man who drove away with her sons still in the car. This was her description.
I know that guy.
Now, a little background on her. Her father committed suicide when she was just 6 years old, and she attempted suicide more than once. One time at 13 and another as an adult after a married man she was having an affair with ended their relationship. Mm-hmm. So clearly there was some stuff that wasn't firing right upstairs.
Established a history of good choices.
Exactly.
I think there was some possibility one or both of the guys, the sons might not have even been her husband's kids. Like she might have got pregnant outside
sleeping
of the
around.
marriage.
Well, we will get to that as well. So back to the crime.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, but wait, there's more. For 9 days, she would plead on national television for her children's safe return, and then eventually on November 3rd, she confessed to rolling her car into John D. Long Lake. Say that 5 times fast. Drowning her 2 sons who were trapped inside the car.
Is that Jerry Seinfeld with his underage girlfriend at the time on that People magazine?
Oh, well, let's not laugh while we're looking at the kids that passed away.
No, sorry, but it just... Wasn't that like the 17-year-old that he was dating at the time when he was like 37?
That's his wife now, I believe, yeah.
No, I think he married... So then that might not be the same chick, because he married a different woman, but he was dating like a 16 and 15-year-old like in the late 90s, and nobody cared. Like nobody said anything about it.
Hey, we had defeated communism. People were just, it was celebration.
They realized, like, where'd you meet him? Oh, we were in the park. Well, does he know you're 17? Yeah, I told him. He comes to my high school and picks me up in the afternoon.
All right. We got to work on Frank's tact when we're talking about certain things here, especially when we're talking about kids that were literally murdered. Good job, Frank.
Sorry.
So
they did it. Screw you, people.
So
from the late 90s.
She claimed. These were the headlines that we were seeing. Is please return our children. Now she claimed that there was no motive for what she did, and that she was just not in her right state of mind. However, she had been in a relationship with a wealthy local man named Frank Sharples, Tom Findlay. Just before the murders, he had sent her a letter breaking up with her, saying that he did not want children.
Yep.
So people were able to put 2 and 2 together on that one. And realized that, so that's probably why she did it. Now, police doubted her carjacking claim from the beginning. They did a search of the lake originally, but they only looked 30 feet out, believing that the car could not have made it any further than that. It was actually found 122 feet from the shore, which is why they didn't find it initially.
I was in 8th grade at that time, and one of my teachers, I remember, because he was super invested in that story. And like he was so upset at first when the kids were considered kidnapped, and when it turned out that she killed her kids, I remember being in class and he just went on like a 20-minute rant about how evil and sadistic this woman is. Can't believe she lied to everybody. Like he was completely pissed. Like I remember all
that dude was invested, huh?
Oh yeah, we were like, are you all right, my man? Like, are you gonna be okay? Like he had that look in his eyes, like. He wanted to drive up to South Carolina and kill her.
By the way, Deuce in the YouTube chat says, Frank apologized for nothing.
Yeah.
So one part of her testimony actually helped lead to her confessing. She claimed that she had stopped at a red light, but there was no other traffic around. However, police were able to determine that that particular light would not have turned red unless there was other traffic. So that was kind of the hole in her alibi or her story, I should say, that they were able to look to. So she was sentenced to life in prison in 1995 for the murder of her 2 sons. Oh,
she's still crazy.
The story's not over yet. You remember how I talked about there was sex in the story? Well, there is. In the year 2000, 2 correctional officers were charged and dismissed with having sex with her.
They wanted that crazy woman sex, man.
Crazy woman prison sex. I mean,
Yeah, what's better than that? It's like George Costanza. I don't have to worry about her popping in. Run it back to
It all comes
Seinfeld.
back to
That's what I'm good for.
I need a bass guitar. She's eligible for parole November of this year.
Yeah, good luck with that.
And that is things you didn't know about the Susan Smith fake carjacking, and way more than we needed to know about Frank on that one. And Jerry Seinfeld.